Previously on DSF Watches LOST Too.
I'm sticking with my controversial theory that the Man in Black is not the smoke monster.
I'm sorry you had to see me like that.
More than has been obvious, smoke monster lock connection. I said, and John Locke is not the triple underline smoke monster. So I am once again sticking to my guns.
I'm the smoke thing.
Welcome back to another episode of DSF Watches LOST Too. This week's episode is called Recon, and we have a new video blogger, or vlogger, if you will, with us, Kieth, aka Kieth.
Guys, where are we?
Jack wasn't in the show. That was awesome.
Fantastic. I second that.
I like that he was briefly in the preview for next week, which is going to be a Richard episode.
I liked when Sawyer was figuring out that Zoe, or whatever her name was, on Hydra Island was definitely not a survivor of the Ajira crash. That was kind of cool. You got to see all his work and his con man skills there to the fullest.
When he was talking to Kate, and he was pretty much explaining to her that he wasn't on either side, Jacob or the smoke thing.
Was when Miles told him to put on some clothes, and then he just put on a police necklace instead. He doesn't need to put on a shirt. Come on, he's Sawyer.
When he was yelling at that ginger bitch.
So it's Smonlockster to Claire when she just tried to attack Kate, and he's yelling at her, and he says she did what she had to do. He said a bunch of other stuff, but he said she did what she had to do. I really like that line.
It was, I had a mom, which just kind of is a little more character depth or whatever for him, in that he obviously definitely is some kind of human at one point. Wonder if his mom was maybe the statue that Jacob was residing in. Maybe they're all like that kind of ancient gods.
Whoa.
Yeah, his mom's towerette or whatever.
Excuse me. Mind explosion.
Dropping bombs.
All right, Ginch, next.
Kate told Smonlockster that whatever he said was strong words coming from a dead man or something of the sort, and he told her that, well, nobody's perfect.
When Kate asked Smokey why he was telling her this, and he said, because Aaron's gonna have a crazy mom too.
We didn't get any complete curveball moments that I never saw coming. Everything kind of had a little bit of a build up to it, and there wasn't just any shocking, crazy moment in my mind.
Okay.
They're gonna bring Smokey to Charles Woodmore, because I don't think that he could kill Smokey. I don't think he could be killed.
I was going to say, I was disappointed we didn't get as much Woodmore. We just saw more of him, but we didn't get more out of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
And also, where's Desmond?
I actually thought What's-Her-Face Zoe was Desmond when I saw her running because of the big bushel of hair. So I was like, oh man, yes, Desmond's finally back.
I was kind of fooled when we saw that Sawyer was a cop. I thought he was actually going to be a con man again. They got me. I was a little surprised. Whatever.
I was actually surprised that Kate knew Smonlockster or what was going on with that. She called him dead straight to his face without, I don't think she really had any prior knowledge.
Definitely wasn't one of the people that had seen the corpse.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm sure she could.
Although she knew
he was
that
dead,
he was dead back in Cali.
There was an implication she wasn't believing it was Locke resurrected, that it was definitely someone else inhabiting Locke, in my mind.
When Locke, or Smonlockster, smacked shit out of Claire, I just didn't see it coming, and it was quite intense.
That it was a Sawyer episode and not a Jen and Son episode that got stolen.
I lied.
This one's for you, Ginch. Revelation. Smon Lockster to Sawyer. I am the smoke thing. He comes out and says it. It's out there. You can't stick to your guns anymore, pal.
Is when John Locke tells Sawyer, I am the smoke thing. Ha! Ginch!
Kind of knew that Smokey and Locke were the same person, but it was revelating at the same time.
The fact that Sawyer caught up to Kate in the alley as she was running away from the cops. I'm lying. It was because it was the fact that John Locke is the motherfucking smoke monster, Ginch. Suck it.
No.
No.
Nope.
No. What side Widmore is on, we didn't get a definitive answer.
I, much like our new vlogger Kieth, thought this was going to be an episode about Sun and Jin.
But to no avail.
Trying to get extra points on the board, I went with the obvious. However you pronounce this.
Smokey's name, for fuck's sake, because I've been writing this for 3 weeks now, and not even come closer than Claire calling him my friend.
It was hard for me to not write Vincent.
And I am, as you can see, Ginch, I'm sticking to my guns, and I'll be writing this next week as well. I dare you to write that Smoke Monster is not Locke next week. Let's go.
I thought we were gonna find out that Sun never had an affair because it was a Jin and Sun episode, right?
Nice.
And each of the characters are changing in their alternate dimension.
That's fair. That's
But
fair.
Sawyer and
That would have been really good in another episode.
When she was talking about the other island, you could kind of tell that she almost slipped up and said, "You could have just told me it was the island I fucked Sawyer on. You could have just told me it was the island I just fucked where the cages are."
after you get a DUI, you can't be in Lost, so.